if you wear the green dot on the back of your helmet, that means that you have the mic. That means that your coach is on the sideline. They can say, hey, James Jones, I need you to run this, I need you to run that. I wore the green dot on my helmet, middle linebacker. Your coach can give you an excessive amount of information. A coach, for example, can say, hey, Acho, we want you to run overpack trio. If the offense comes out in a wide front, make sure you boost the front. If they're in slot backside, make sure you widen out because we'll throw a backside slant. But it's 3rd and 10, so be mindful of the safety. Make sure he spins down. Wait, what? That's a lot of information to digest. If you aren't comfortable, then you're thinking about, okay, wait, if they come out in this, I got to do that. If they come out in this, I got to do that. If they come out in this, I got to do that. But if you just know what's going on, you can just pick the information that you need. I don't think Justin Fields yet has the autonomous knowledge where he just knows what's going on. So the reason I don't mind what he said is I appreciate the explanation. Now, there's a fine line between an explanation and an excuse. There is a very fine line between an explanation and an excuse. But we showed it on tape yesterday. Justin Fields had a wide open Roshan Johnson down the seam, and he pumped it. Now, why would you pump it if you know it's there? Just take the shot. But he pumped it. To me, that's a coach potentially saying, hey, don't throw that down the seam if they're in cover 2. So he's like, are they in cover 2? Well, just let it rip. So that's why, James, I don't mind the explanation, if you will.
So basically we're saying that Justin Fields ain't never going to play in this league and have success in this league if we talking like that. You played on a couple teams. I played on a couple teams. Offenses do not change. Verbiage may change, but offenses do not change. Defenses do not change. They're going to roll to cover 2. They're going to roll to cover 3. They're going to roll to 33 back or whatever. They are not going to change. You're going to see the same stuff. So with that being said, that's basically saying that, hey, okay, Justin Fields is putting too much on him. The Bears need to switch offensive coordinators or dumb it down a little. But that's every offense in the National Football League. I played for the Raiders. I played for the Packers. I had a stint with the Giants. It's the same. Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, they calling the same plays. They going over the same reads. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So for me, if we gonna say that, then Justin Fields is not gonna have no success in this league if he cannot put all that together and go out there and play at a high level.
My thought, though, Joy, is oftentimes it's about the teacher. Like, I clearly all know, Shady, you got kids, so I can't speak to it, but I've heard, though, obviously people say it's a lie, there are no bad kids, just bad kids, right? I don't know. I can't speak to that. I ain't got none of my own. Take it to my hood. I have none of my own. But, Joy, when I think about it, I think Justin Fields is talented. Yeah, he's talented. So when you see him not play up to the standard, that is why I'm like, I don't know if it's Fields has to be better, but I feel you in feeling bad for him as well.
But at the end of the day, he might just not be an NFL quarterback.
I don't want to believe that.
I don't want to either.
I don't believe it.
But we have to, I am acknowledging that I don't want to believe that. I'm really not speaking from a place of objectivity right now, America. I'm being honest and transparent about that. I don't know why I get a soft spot for one player a year. It's Justin Fields. Congrats, and don't expect sympathy for anybody else. I'm being honest about it. I think that the Bears do not have success with the quarterback position. I think that because they never have, and the statistics would back me up. I think they drafted 3 defensive tackles this year in the draft. I don't know if they needed to do that. I think that they fired an offensive coach that was having success with a guy that we don't think is that talented, in Mitchell Trubisky, and hired a defensive coach when you have a young, developing quarterback. All that being said, to your point, and to Shady's point, you gotta go play. Like, everybody doesn't get a soft entrance to the NFL. Everybody doesn't get the best teacher. Everybody doesn't get the best coach. Everybody doesn't get the best situation. You're drafted where you're drafted because you are supposed to go and elevate the situation and make it so that we can see, and there are players like this, where we can see, no, this player is capable of more. They just don't have enough around him. And then let everyone else fight those fights for you. But they kind of did it this year. So this is the year where we should be seeing some growth. And so I just see a young, frustrated player.
I'm disappointed you enjoyed it.
I know, Shady.
Wait, do you give sympathy to Zach Wilson?
I told you I got one. I only got this much. and actually, that's not true. That's not true. We're going to talk about Zach later. I told you Zach gets a pass this week. Next week he loses to Belichick, he doesn't get a pass.
See, that's the problem, though, right? I think the problem with a lot of players, like Justin Fields, people we like him. He shows some talent, he can run around, he makes dudes miss, and fantasy points be going good. But then when we really look at the tape, and we watch it, and we look at all his excuses, he needs another more receiver, he needs more weapons. That's everybody told that all year last year. The Bears were found him. And then until you get these players, it's the same results. And now you're telling me because you're thinking too much? Listen, brother,
I don't know if America, a lot of people probably didn't play in the league, right? Because it is hard. But every team, like James just said, is like that. It's going to be a lot of verbiage, a lot of different play calls, a lot of that type of stuff. And if you really watch the game, they are dumbing down offense. He ain't got the whole playbook out there. Go out there just to do your thing. No. They are being conservative and trying to help them out.
I got a question though for you though, Shady. And then really for anybody at the desk is, I'm curious. I'm curious if, Shady, come to you first on this one because I'm very interested. 0-2 are the Bengals. I said this earlier. I'll continue to reiterate this theme. Teams that start 0-3 in America, 1% chance of making the playoffs. Bengals have been to the AFC Championship game the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Are the Bengals officially flirting with disaster?
I'm going to say no. I've been here before, man, where I counted the Bengals and Joe Burrow out.
Yeah, it's true.
Man, they 0-2, ain't no way they're going to make it. You know, they had hangover, go to the Super Bowl. They can't do it. And sure enough, they were 2-3, and then they ran off. They was
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
I mean, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who was a career criminal for a number of years that just never cooperated on any level whatsoever. I know it does happen, and, you could say you're one of them.
Dirk, flawless.
But wasn't that the whole story about, remember, he had a shooting charge with him and King Von.
Mm-hmm.
And after King Von died, they dropped the case on him, but they also said if King Von was alive, he would definitely be charged with this murder, or not a murder, a shooting. And people started thinking, oh, is that because Dirk told on Von after he died?
From what I understand, because I know another YouTuber by the name of Seti Nash actually released body cam footage from that incident, and then there was actual footage of the surveillance video. Someone took it with a cell phone, or it was on the body cam, whatever. From what I understand, they misidentified Dirk, and it changed into Von was the one that did this, and they didn't have enough evidence to convict Dirk, but they would have pursued it with Von. I mean, knowing Von's history, fucking shooting everything, it's not that surprising to hear that he was the one that popped dudes, but I never seen anything implying that Dirk gave or cooperated or did anything against King Von.
Yeah, I mean, listen, me and I never talked about it. Dirk feels the way he feels about rats because someone cooperated against his dad, and his dad was in prison for like 20 years, and he missed out on, an important part of his childhood, and he felt he would have turned out differently if his dad was around, to give him guidance and everything else like that. Right? Dirk was one of the first people who explained, quote-unquote, snitching in a way that it felt so personal. His dad was also involved in some sort of criminal activity for someone to be able to tell on him. Now, you could say, oh, he was doing nothing and this guy just ratted out the blue and whatever, but most times, there's usually something that a person can snitch on. Like, I'm never worried about snitches because I don't do anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing.
For what?
Yeah, that was the thing with me, was accepting responsibility, not being mad at the person that snitched on me when I went to prison, but the fact that I gave him the ability to have something to snitch on. But I mean, at the same time, maybe he does hold something against his father, but he gonna speak on rats and spill. And Dirk DM me. Yeah, he told me, he said, yo, you a hero in the eyes of the trenches. So he fuck with what I'm doing, and obviously I salute how he handled himself. But Dirk standing on business with that rat shit.
Yeah, man, shout out to Dirk. He said what he said about me because of a situation where we accidentally released a piece of footage about.
What's up?
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver.
What's wrong?
They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it.
He mess with you?
After one,
Tell him leave you alone. What you want? Okay.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Samson Abuka in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like to see
a baby that he was having with this girl. He had asked to take it down, and my staff ended up dropping the ball, and it came out accidentally. But I understand why he feels that way. But, you know, I mean, I remember when I interviewed Freeway Ricky Ross, and he said something very interesting. He said that when he first got locked up, his plug was the one that snitched on him. This is someone who he made tens of millions of dollars with, and he was super close with and everything else like that. And I remember when he got to prison, he said he was mad. He was mad. How could this tell on me after everything we've gone through? And then after a certain amount of time, he came to the realization that snitching is just part of the criminal game. And you can't be mad at the person who snitches on you because it's going to happen regardless.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's very rare. Did you get snitched on at some point?
The case I went to prison for.
There you go. Everyone I talk to that's been to prison for any real amount of time has had someone snitch on them. So at what point do you stop getting mad at the snitches and say, this is just part of the lifestyle that I'm in?
Yeah, it comes with it.
I am going to do crimes and people are going to tell on me. So unless I want to do everything completely solo and not involve another human being in it, I am going to assume that all these people around me, my fellow gang members, my best friends, my road dogs, whatever title you want to give these people, when faced with football numbers, they're probably going to turn on. They're going to justify it. All the mafia guys that I interviewed that have told on people always had a great reason. Well, I was going to not tell, but then they threatened my family. So now I told on everybody. You know, the same in the bull interview. It's like, okay, not only did you tell on the person, like, was it John Gotti, who you felt was turning on him, but you told on a bunch of different bosses. And his answer was like, well, I was the only one that told, but they had all types of charges against. Like, everyone will justify it.
6ix9ine had his, he fucked my girl and
he fucked my girl. They threatened me, they whatever. But you're the one pushing the line. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to snitching, people need to just accept that if they don't want to be snitched on, just don't do any crimes. But if you do crimes, you'll probably get snitched on. I don't know anybody that I've interviewed that's never been snitched on. Anybody. Let that sink in.
Going 4-on-4, Richardson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big game.
First love yourself. I don't trust me. I don't trust myself. back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Florida, Texas, and New York. So if you're located in one of those states, make sure to tap in. And also make sure to support the show by hitting...
Y'all know what this is. Gucci gang. Paul, what's up?
Lean with me swerving the cruising line. Yo, money funny like put it time. Had to leave cash money, had to do my thing. No password, no username. My new teams love having new things. One phone call and my jeweler came. I bought you and your chain. Daddy got bust like the government. My drugs cost more than your mortgage. The hoes gonna throw them up regardless. I'ma throw the hoes another party. Cause I ain't got hoes, I got an audience. Damn, every week fashion week runway. Fly the bitch OT's one way. The bitch come out here and go both ways. Make her eat so much pussy, need lunch break. Damn, she don't even eyebleed, unglaze. Got the booty with the thighs and the shrimp waist. And right between the thighs is an entree. And she know I'm a name on that one plate, yeah. And I look up in the sky through my sunshade. Looking in the eyes of a sun ray. I ask you, can I shine and say all day? Make the sign of the cross over the heart rate. Amen. Boom, bang, red beam, blue flame. Told you got click like Hussein. Stick got click like Luke Kane. My bitch got...
To throw is Rodgers. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Rodgers to throw once more. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On second down, Cook. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Warriors 70.
A final shot before the half. Richardson flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over.
Ron, get off.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing to start here is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get a completion and a quick first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. It didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Who dumps this one off here to Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Here now a 3rd and 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. What a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's on the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive, act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, that is caught. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now Rodgers able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run it again with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tua now on 1st down. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Sanders on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
That's it.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a bouncing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. Rush gets home, down he goes. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, he's gotten it incomplete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with the throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Wilson's got it on the crossing line. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly... And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? Just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
26. Throwing now is Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. Breaks the tackle now. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 47 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Cook running right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And it is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Throws right side, and he's got it. So they went again, went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, And you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be deployed, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. From midfield, here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the field, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Tua going to throw. Touchdown Dolphins. Braxton Berrios. touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Cole Hardman. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. This game wasn't timed for long. How about that? A big return here in the fourth.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. Fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On first down, Tagovailoa. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And when you've got as many interceptions as he has in this one,
this a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tua sets up to pass it. It's brought in by Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Tua. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
To throw is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here now, 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. This held in by Kaplan. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's taken down the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now to him. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. And this...
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He dumps this one off into Hall. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
A big seam, and he might go over. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Cook again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And this time he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force their turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's got it home. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Prescott to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Catch is made by Hardman. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. He's going to lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st and 10, Prescott able to hit his target lane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And again, it's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. His pass along the hole. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Escaping the pressure late. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's Uzoma. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 60 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to McCole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Here's Madison running on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Cousins on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked
picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles Harris into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Good tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw is Cousins. Looking outside, he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Joseph on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin from 8 yards out. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Going to begin the drive here in Madison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Cousins now. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed crook. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Cousins. Throw to the right, all in by Addison. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Running from the shotgun to Madison. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. They'll go Madison up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now 1st and goal.
Hey, 382, let's shift it. Hey, yo.
Here's Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This is third and goal.
Good route, kid.
Now Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Madison. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. It's intercepted. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. All told, that'll be a 66-yard touchdown run. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it, what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Left side, Cook. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run it again with Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're going to speed things up here. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown run. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one. Because